guys named Kenny and Jim, and they check out all the cars to make sure they're okay. And if a car needs work, they'll fix it. Dad says that's how customers know they're getting a good car. The sales guys are cool too. Everyone seems to like them because they aren't pushy. They just try to help people find the right car. There's also a really nice lady named Stacy. She works in the service department. Dad says her whole job is to make people happy. I think that sounds cool. She even gives the customers a free car to drive while their car is being worked on. My dad says it's important to have a good reputation. I guess that means that if people ask around, they'll find out that my dad, Fairly Reliable Bob, is a pretty good guy even if he has a funny name. And he sells good cars too. Fairly Reliable Bob's, right on the corner and right on the deal since 1975, 23rd Main, downtown Boise.
Idaho's station for high school sports is 630 The Fan, Idaho's fresh new take on sports.
What can that mean? Well, this time of year it means high school basketball. Hi, everybody. Wayne Dzubak along with Dave Burnett. We are at Rocky Mountain High School, and we are getting ready tonight for Rocky Mountain against Capital. Capital, the defending state champions, 26-0 a year ago. They've already lost one. They lost to Highland, a very good team over in the eastern part of the state from Pocatello. Rocky Mountain sitting here, they've got one loss in their record, but these two teams are probably going to be two of the 5 or 6 teams that we think this year could be battling it out for a state title.
I think that's a pretty safe bet, Wayne. I'd go ahead and put money on that one if there were a betting place. If there were a betting window here at Rocky Mountain High School, which I don't think there is. I'm just looking around. What a great crowd. The lower ring, that is all the way full. Upper deck about half full on both sides. In fact, my apologies to anyone sitting behind me here because we're on the upper deck looking down right over the balcony. And my wide body's blocking a few people.
Wow, you got a great seat.
Well, I do. I got to stand up, though, to see over the rail.
Well, they've all kind of moved over to the sides.
Did
the
they?
wings,
Okay,
there, and up high, so they're looking over you.
But great crowd on hand for the game tonight, and it looks like they're going to be rowdy and ready to go here.
Well, Trayton Shepard being introduced, one of the guards for the Rocky Mountain Grizzlies. Also starting will be Derek White. We talked about Derek White, how good he is and what a great season he's just underway. Capital with the basketball. White drives the lane off the glass. Up. No, it doesn't go down. Almost went down, but he's fouled on the way in. He'll be shooting 2.
That was nice. Capital in their all-black uniforms tonight, by the way, with the gold trim on it. Rocky Mountain and the white with the purple trim.
Foul that time was on Tanner Hamilton. That'll be his first. Shooting 2, Derek White. First one is down. So Derek White gets into the scorebook and gives Capital its first lead of the game, 3-2. 6:40 to go here. First period just underway. Late tip-off tonight because the JV game went into overtime. And the second free throw is down as well for Derek White. 4-2. Capital leads it. Just underway. Trayton Shepard slowly bringing it down court. Derek White there to greet him. They go left side with it. That's Erickson with it. Erickson to Skirdahl. Skirdahl's going to drive down the lane. Nice dish. And a nice pass that time to Colby Lee. And Colby Lee uses the big body, lays it up and in off the glass. Tied at 4.
Very unselfish play that time, making the pass when he could have taken the shot.
Capital with the basketball. Right side, they've got it. That's Colby Larson with it. Now outside they go. Back to White. White setting up. Trayton Shepard going to be on him all night, it looks like. Going in a 2-3 zone, it looks like, but I think they're going man-to-man as well. So a little matchup zone here. Just trying to keep Derek White from, being able to go off. White, pull-up jumper from 15, no good. Rebound comes down to Colby Lee.
So far, Derek 0 for 2 on the floor.
Shepard underneath to Skirdahl. Skirdahl spin down at the low post, and he's fouled on the way in. Looks like the foul's going to be against Justin Saunders.
That'll be his first. So two team fouls right now on Capital. One on Connor Polson, the other one on Saunders.
Colby Larson actually the one that got that personal foul. So Skirdahl at the line makes the first one. He has 3 points in the game. Eyeballs the second one. Hits the back of the rim and out, but the rebound comes down to Rocky Mountain. Rocky trying to get it out. They're going to lose the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Capital.
Yeah, kind of an ugly play that time. Kind of muscle it down inside, tried to muscle it up, and really didn't get much there. But we did have a foul.
Actually, they're going to call it on Tanner Hamilton a foul. That'll be his second personal foul on Hamilton as he was going for that loose ball on the rebound and the miss. And got a little bit too much body. So 5:14 to go here in the first period. 5-4 is our score. Rocky Mountain leads it. Capital has the basketball. Derek White Left-hand dribble. White leaning forward, and he's going to draw a foul.
Yeah, he kind of leaned his shoulder into him a little bit that time. I thought that foul could have gone either way, Wayne, but it did go against Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, it did against Lee. That's his first personal foul. I was kind of waiting because I thought I might have seen that offensive foul signal as well. So Derek White lets the ball bounce in the backcourt. Now he'll bring it the long way down. Coming up on 5 to go. First period, 1-point ball game here. Rocky leads. Derek White driving. Goes up with it. The shot is good. Now, wait a minute. They're going to wave off the basket. The foul's going to be called against Capital, I believe. Or no foul.
No foul. I think he
traveled
walked with the ball. Yeah,
he walked with the ball.
Yep. Walked in the paint.
So White turns it over, and it's still 5-4. Rocky with the lead. Trayton Shepard right side. Pull-up jumper from 15. Hits the front of the rim. Goes straight down to Polson. Polson has it off to White. Here comes Capital running. They go left side with it. Down there to Saunders. Saunders picked up by Lee. Now he gets it to Polson. Polson cuts down the middle from the corner. Derek White. Three-pointer, no. Rattles around. Rebound comes down to Peterson. Here comes Rocky Mountain with it. Trayton Shepard, right side dribble. Three-pointer on the way from Rocky. It's good. Jacob Erickson. Nothing but net on that one, and it's an 8-4 ball game as Rocky has doubled it up on Capital with 4:08 to go here, first period. And a walk is going to be called against Justin Saunders of Capital as he made the move to the baseline. And that turns it over.
Right now, Wayne, Capital's playing a little bit sloppy. We see Derek White is 0 for 3. He's traveled in the paint. We had Saunders that time carrying the ball as well. Playing a little sloppy right now, Capital is for the state defending champions.
8-4 is our score if you just joined us. Rocky leading it here at home. The Grizzlies with the home court advantage. Grizzlies in the corner. They've got it. That's Peterson with the ball. Now throws it to Skirdahl. Skirdahl from 15 hits the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Polson quickly. He gets it out over there to Talon Pinckney. Pinckney now in the ball game. He's a good one. Go to Pinckney.
All right, Capital chance to redeem. They got away with that foul on the three-pointer by Derek White.
Only cost him one. It's 9-7 is the ball game. 2-point lead for Rocky Mountain. 2:50 to go here, first period. Talon Pinckney drives, it opens up, and he lays it up and in, and Pinckney has his first bucket of the game, and now Capital has tied it up at 9-9. Down low they go to Lee. Lee double team. Little spin at the low post, and there's the size of Colby Lee.
That's exactly what he did. Just muscled his way in for an easy turnaround jumper right there.
He has 4 points, and this time Derek White takes it right down the lane. He scores. He has 4.
He saw Talon Pinckney do it and said, hey, I can do that too.
You know what? If it's going to open up like that, and it did, they've taken it down low. So forget the size disadvantage. They took it down low. Here goes Lee again. Lee had the position, lost the ball, couldn't pick up his dribble. Out of bounds to Capital.
Yeah, Lee found out they don't have handles on those balls. Around and out of bounds it went.
2:07 to go. First period. Rocky Mountain High School is our site. It's an 11-11 ball game, just as we expected. Off to a great start. Derek Lee coming down the right side. Dumps it off to Saunders. Saunders to Pinckney. Pinckney now to Lee in the corner. Lee will drive the baseline against Skirdahl. Gets it off underneath. Not there. Rebound coming down again to Godney Scott. And we've got a whistle.
Yeah, he took the shot. They're calling no shot. The foul was before the shot was taken.
So there was a foul called against Rocky Mountain. Going to be called against Skirdahl, his first. And that'll mean that Capital takes it inbounds underneath their own bucket. Pinckney, long inbounds pass to Polson. Pinckney, down low he goes to Scott. Back to Pinckney, three-pointer, good.
You know, I've been watching Pinckney for several years now, up through junior high, and I'll tell you what, by next year, he will be the 5A Player of the Year, Wayne. Mark my words on that one.
Skirdahl from 3, hits the front of the rim, no good. Off the hands of Rocky, let's see. Capital has it. Capital has a 14-11 lead with $1:29 to go here in the first period. Blair Moore checking in right now for Skirdahl, who leaves with those 2 fouls.
Well, you can see he's not afraid to drive in against the big wood there that's set up for Rocky Mountain under the bucket.
Yep. He's a guy that we saw him last year. He can take the three, he can drive the lane, he can do it all. Capital 14-11 the lead with about 1 minute to go here in the first period here at Rocky Mountain High School. Rocky has the basketball. In the ball game now is Blair Moore. He has it outside. Trayton Shepard now picks it up, looks to Moore to the right. Now he's working against Derek White. Gets the ball over to Ludwig. Ludwig has also checked in for Rocky Mountain. Down low we go to Fagel. Fagel to Trayton Shepard. It's blocked by Derek White and picked up by Pinckney. The shot blocked by White. Pinckney has it down the floor. Here comes Capital. Driving the baseline to get into and they step out of bounds. Wow.
Not good.
That was Cameron Darren who stepped out of bounds, I think, or was he pushed out of bounds? Apparently he was pushed out of bounds.
Yep, they're saying he was pushed out of bounds. In fact, they're calling a foul that time on number 22. That's on Blair Moore. That'll be his first foul. So a little push out of bounds helped him make that way.
Yep, there you go. So Capital keeps the basketball. And here we go. Pinckney will bring it in under his own bucket. Having a tough time. Now he gets it all the way out to Connor Polson, who's checked back in. Derek White, left wing. 3-point range, doesn't take it. They go around the perimeter again. Pinckney going to carry the ball with him. And I don't mean carry it. He's going to bring it back outside. Pinckney right side. Trayton Shepard on him. Now Pinckney slowing it down. There's only 18 seconds to go here in the first period. They want that last shot. Connor Polson takes it from 18. Hits the front of the rim. Trayton Shepard with the rebound. So now with 9 seconds to go. Let's see if Rocky picks it up. They're going to coming down kind of slow. Trayton Shepard's got to look at the clock. Shepard rolling to his right. He's got 1 second. Shot, no good. He almost waited too long. The shot's not there. We played a period of ball, and the defending state champs have a lead here tonight at Rocky Mountain. Capital 14, Rocky Mountain 11. We'll be back in 1 minute after this timeout on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at...
And Blair Moore is in the scoreboard now with a free throw. 2-point ball game, 14-12, 7:33 to go first half. Second shot on the way is good. So Moore makes them both. And we got a 1-point ball game, 14-13. Capital leads it. Capital has the basketball. Connor Polson out top of the key. Gets it over to Pinckney, loses it for a moment, then picks it back up. Nice defense by Terashima. Capital moving it around the perimeter. They go left side now to Derek White. He's looking for a block down low. Got it, but then had to make a different move. They get it in the corner. Fight for the ball. It's on the floor. Capital picks it up. They get Polson free from 3, and he hits the back of the rim. No good. Nice block out by Rocky, but somehow the ball comes down to Capital, and Pinckney has it. So Rocky doing a lot of things right, Dave, with blockouts and nice blocks down low, but Capital still has the basketball.
Yep, sometimes you do everything right, and it just bounces the wrong way for you.
Pinckney going between the right and left-hand dribble. Gets it to White. White kicks it out. Shot on the way from 3, no good. And Pinckney with the rebound as it was knocked out by a Rocky player to keep it alive. And Pinckney came up with it. Pinckney looking over to the bench, and it was kind of interesting. Ludwig thought, maybe I'll take an opportunity to steal it. Derek White has it. White back to Pinckney. And Capital now slowing this game way down. There's no shot clock in boys basketball. Pinckney inside, double team. They get it over to White. White drives the baseline, and on the way in, he's fouled. And he's fouled by Moore.
You know, we talked about that before the season started. They were talking about in preseason playing with a shot clock, and we're told by the national folks, no, you're not. You'll lose your lose your accreditation if you do it. So I still would like to see a shot clock come into play for high school.
Second foul on Blair Moore. Ball was on the floor. There was no shooting violation. So Capital bringing in bounds. Justin Saunders under his own bucket. A couple of substitutions coming in. Matter of fact, they made quite a few. Ball passed in, and it's going to be off of Capital. Nice attempt at a steal there by Zach Ludwig from Rocky. There by Colby Lee.
Colby Lee showing he is all of that. As a matter of fact, he is a sophomore, 6'8", but boy, he just jammed it back in his face. Said, here you go, have that back.
Yeah. But it stays with Capital as it goes out of bounds. So even though it's a great block by Lee, Polson has it now. Gets it over to the left side to Larson. Larson to Pinckney. Pinckney goes baseline. Nice baseline pass. Polson has it. Drives the lane. Up off the glass high. That time he had great body control and puts it down for his 2 points of the game.
They're going to need Polson to be a little more physical into the basket like that just to open things up on the perimeter.
Capital 16, Rocky Mountain 13. 5:20 to go here in the first half. Brady Feigl, right side down in the corner. Skip pass to Skirtle. Skirtle now goes left side to go to Feigl underneath. Double team, knocked away by Capital. Here comes Capital with the basketball. And this is Saunders running down the field, and he's fouled on the way into the bucket.
Yeah, he had several players out there open for him, but he decided he was going to try to take that one to the bucket. Gets fouled. Somebody reached in as he was driving the lane.
That's going to send Justin Saunders to the free throw line, and Zach Ludwig picks up his first personal foul. Saunders' first attempt from the free throw line tonight. 5:08 to go, first half. 16-13, Capital leads it. Saunders' shot, good. 4 points for Saunders. He'll get a second free throw in that 1-and-1. Left-handed shooter is good. 5 points now for Saunders. He's given his team an 18-13 lead. 5-point lead, biggest lead of the night for either team. Double team on Ludwig, and Ludwig steps out of bounds. He backed up to get away from the double team.
Wow.
Didn't realize how close he was to the sidelines and stepped out of bounds.
And right now, Rocky Mountain can ill afford to turn the ball over as Capital's beginning to get a little bit of head of steam up. A 5-point lead in the game for Capital.
Strong. Fight for it. Let's see who they say. Capital's going to have it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Colby Lee's the difference, a sophomore that's going to come in and make a difference between a good Rocky Mountain team and a great Rocky Mountain team. So far, he's showing all the signs that he is that guy.
Again, Capital now just kind of going a little slow down on the offense. They're not afraid to drive it to the hoop when they see something. Not afraid to pull up for three, but for the most part, they try to set it up. Derek White, nice drive to the hoop, puts it up and in, and Derek White now with 6 points leads all scorers in this game, and it's 22-14 in favor of Capital. Three-pointer on the way from Rocky, not there, no good. Rebound comes down to Capital. Colby Larson pulling down the board. Gets it to Derek White, why not? He's got the speed to get by, folks. Connor Polson is free. He dishes it off. The shot from three by Saunders, no good. Rebound fought for, and it looks like it's going to be a foul called against Capital's Kenyon Anderson. If so, it's his second.
Yeah, Colby Lee comes down strong with the ball, a couple guys on his arm, and gets a foul. It was interesting on that 2 plays before. Derek White really schooled Colby Lee. He showed that he was a sophomore that time. Derek just left him spinning in circles trying to figure out where he's at as he went in and drove to the hoop for that basket. So seeing some good things out of Colby Lee and seeing some sophomoric things as well.
Well, Lee right now back at the free throw line. He's got 5 points. 1 of 2 from the free throw line, so shooting 50%. And this one's in and out. And Derek White comes up with a rebound. White this time moving it down fast, dribbles between the legs, picked up by 2 defenders. Gives it over to Dallin Pinckney, right side. Pinckney to Polson. As they move it around the perimeter, Saunders has it. Saunders from 3, thinks about the shot, travels. He thought about taking his shot, decided not to, and moved his feet.
Got the little hop, skip, and a jump in there, and it wasn't a triple jump. It was a travel.
3:26 to go here. Rocky Mountain High School. Jim's been kind of quiet now with Capital taking that 22-14 lead.
Taking a little bit of the air out of the Rocky Mountain crowd.
Biggest lead of the night, 8 points. They go down low to Skirdahl. Skirdahl over to Lee. Lee has a shot block. Can you believe that? Rocky, Trayton Shepard from 3. It's too far right. Ball still up for grab. Lee comes down with it off the glass and puts it in strong. Colby Lee with 7 points. Puts it back strong.
Yeah, Capital wasn't to take advantage of that block by Cameron Gotti-Scott, but nonetheless, it was a nice block, but Rocky Mountain still coming up with the points.
22-16 now is our score. Capital leads it. Saunders right side with it, looking for Derek Lee, but he was picked up got to get rid of the ball. Talon Pinckney has an opening to the basket. They dish it back instead to Derek White, and I'm laughing because Derek White, despite the fact that he got double teamed, just continued to go to the hoop, and he draws a foul. He's going to get the free throws.
Yeah, he had no chance of making that. They had two guys. They were covering him like a wide receiver out there. He had no hope. He thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the ball and get some foul on it anyway.
Yeah, White just said, hey, it looks like they're going to get me, so I'm just going to continue going. A foul that time was on Skirdahl, his second. Free throw is good. Derek White with 7 points. So Skirdahl with his second personal foul comes out, replaced by Blair Moore. So actually, it's kind of funny. They just go with a little bit more height. White, no good that time. That's his first free throw miss. He's 3 out of 4 tonight. Has 7 points on the game. 23-16 is our score. Capital leads it. Rocky Mountain, Creighton Shepherd trying to keep the dribble alive. It almost stopped, and he just tried to dribble it from the get-go. They kick it outside. Three-pointer on the way. Look at that. Blair Moore checks in and hits the three. He's got 5 points, and it's a 4-point ball game, 23-19.
I got a little bit of life back into this Rocky Mountain crowd.
Connor Poulsen goes back, left dribble. Saunders drives in the middle, kicks it back out to Pinckney. Pinckney to the lane, off the glass, puts it down and in, and now they're playing like a team. Capital is 7 points for Talon Pinckney. 25-19, 3-point again on the way by Moore. Not there, but the rebound comes down to Peterson, and Adam Peterson gets his bucket, first bucket of the night, and it's a 4-point ball game. 25-21, so right now Rocky has cut the Capital lead in half from 8-4. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Shot underneath, no good. That was a tough lay-in attempt that time by Scott. The scoop to the hoop, no good by Creighton Shepherd. Here comes Capital on the run. Talon Pinckney has one man to beat, but it's a tall guy. And he knew he wasn't going to get it over Colby Lee, so he tried to pass it, and it was knocked out of bounds by Rocky.
He knew when he took off, and he knew he was in trouble. There was really no one to pass to, and he had Lee in between him and the bucket. He knew he was in trouble. So
well, you're talking 5'8", okay, against 6'8".
Yeah, there was a good foot there, and he had nowhere to go.
But the ball goes out of bounds off of Rocky, stays with Capital, so Capital will have the basketball. They've got a 4-point lead. 1:10 to go here in the first half. Derek White. Let's see if they slow it down now. Again, no. So it's a 26-21 ball game, 5-point ball game. And it looks like the way they're playing, they're going to play for the last shot here. Rocky is. Let's see what they do. Creighton Shepherd has it going left side, and Derek White comes out on him. Shepherd backs it up near half court. Down to 14 seconds. Backs it up near half court. Obviously going for the last shot. Down to 10. Derek White on him. Shepherd gets a block. Goes down low. He's at the free throw line. Kicks it back outside. The three-pointer on the way is good. Jacob Erickson, his second three-pointer of the game. He finishes the first half with 6 and makes this a 2-point ball game at halftime, Dave. 26-24. What a nice shot by Jacob Erickson.
That is just it's everything we expected in this game. We expected a lot of shooting. We expected a fast ball game, and these two teams looking great out here, and just a 2-point ball game. So I think we're in for a whale of a second half wait as we come back. These teams finding their legs, finding their balance, and it's everything I expected it to be.
High school basketball, you gotta love it. It's our first one of the year. We got many more coming all the way through the state tournament out at the Idaho Center. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Our halftime score, Capital, the defending 5A state champions, 26. Rocky Mountain playing at home tonight, 24. A 2-point ball game right here on 630 The Fan.
MyBullfrog.com, your local Verizon wireless retailer, has 15 locations across the Treasure Valley ready to assist you with all of your wireless needs. Stop by today for the latest smartphones and a huge selection of must-have accessories. MyBullfrog.com wants to provide you with only the best customer service. Don't take a number like at the corporate stores. MyBullfrog always has staff ready to serve you. If you're looking for the newest wireless technology and the best service around, visit MyBullfrog.com, your Verizon wireless premium retailer today.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure
Is the new
Valley
Satellite
with 3
Systems
locations.
commercial?
Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Santa, may I have DirecTV's biggest savings ever? Dad will save an additional $10 a month for 12 months on qualifying packages. I want a free Genie Whole Home HD DVR upgrade. Signed, Philip.
Maximize your HDTV experience with DirecTV. Packages start at just $19.99 a month plus additional fees. Call now.
Switch to DirecTV, the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems today at 344-DISH.
Offers require 24-month agreements. Like package or above. $29.99 family package not eligible. Advanced receiver fee applies. Offers valid through 1/5/15. New approved customers only. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Idaho station for high school sports is 630 The Fan, Idaho's fresh new take on sports.
Well, back here at Rocky Mountain High School, it's halftime, and the drill team is performing, and I tell you what, they've got an enthusiastic crowd backing them, Dave.
They do, as you know what, they look sharp, they perform well, they always do every year. I'm always impressed with their drill team and how well they do.
You know, I tell you what, you're out here tweeting like a canary, so I apologize asking you a question about the game here tonight. But
well, that's okay.
Anyway, at halftime, it's Capital 26 and Rocky Mountain 24. So a 2-point ball game. Leading the way for Capital, Derek White has 7 points. Talon Pinckney with 7. Talon didn't start the game tonight, but boy, I tell you what, he made his presence known, coming in there and getting 7 quick ones.
Yeah, and as Coach Rush told us, he's playing with an injury. His ankle's still a little bit tweaked. So, and I told you this last year, and I first got my first experience with Talon Pinckney in summer ball. I think it was 2 or 3 summers ago when he was like a freshman in high school, or between 8th grade and 9th grade. My grandson played against him. And he caught my eye then that this kid can handle the ball. He sees the floor well. He's just a junior. He's a kid that obviously the heir apparent to Derek White next year. I know we got a whole season to go, but the kid can shoot. He can drive.
Yep.
He can play deep.
Rocky going down low a little bit more, trying to use that height. Instead, they've taken a lot of three-pointers. They've gone from the outside. They've had their guards trying to penetrate down the lane, when in reality, they've got guys like Feigl and Lee and things like that can really set up, and even more, set up down on the low post, maybe do a double low post or something like that, and I haven't seen any of that here tonight. No. Maybe that'll be a change we'll see from Dane Roy in the second half.
Well, you would think as you look at your lineup, and we didn't know coming in how much Colby Lee would play. We didn't realize he'd play the whole game as a sophomore.
Or that he'd be the leading scorer at half.
Exactly. You got your sophomore being your leading scorer. We didn't know that at the point. And that's where I'm saying that Brady Feigl at 6'6", he needs to get involved more in scoring and in defense. You can sit up there and force Capital to go to the outside with the bodies that you have on the inside in there. So we may see a little bit of an adjustment at the half by Rocky Mountain to kind of take more advantage of that.
Well, not only that, but using your height on defense. Right now they're kind of playing these guys outside, and Talon Pinckney and Derek White, who are so quick, they can move in there and they can find the lanes. I think they need to force them to stay outside a little bit more and just, if nothing else, sag that defense down low in the key.
Dare them to shoot the three.
Yeah.
At this point, because Derek White, let's be honest, I don't know what Derek's shooting percentage is, but I know he's missed 4 or 5 shots. Derek is not shooting well so far tonight. Go ahead and force him. Say, I dare you to take the 3, protect the bucket on the inside, and keep those guys from penetrating. I do have one other score. That's what I was doing on Twitter here earlier. At the end of the third, it is Bora 49, Centennial 32. So Bora's saying, hey, we want that #1 ranking back, and showing the Patriots what's happening at the third quarter. Now, they're a quarter ahead of us right now because we got such a late start with that JV game that took place where it was Rocky Mountain beating Capital in the JVs 43-40.
And again, we will see Bora on December 27th. That's a Saturday night game. They are hosting Timberline, so we'll be going over to the Lion Gym over there. We'll be going into the Lion's Den, so to speak, and watching that game and broadcasting it for you. And then next Thursday night, a lot of weird nights here. Now, football was easy. It was usually Friday night. But now you got a Thursday night game. And next week we're going to be over at Eagle, just down the road here, a couple of miles. And we'll be over there for the Mustangs as they host Mountain View.
Yeah, we'll see how that game goes. I do want to remind you again, we have streaming video at 630thefan.com, and as I mentioned, we're kind of experimenting inside the gym here, signal strengths, and if it locks up on you or buffers, you just hit refresh to get it back up to speed again. So we're kind of experimenting with that. Also on Twitter, look for hashtag HSFan, standing for high school. HSFan, kind of the hashtag we're using during the sports season. And we, as I mentioned earlier, I saw that we are now on Instagram, getting some pictures up on Instagram for you as well.
Boy, it just doesn't stop.
I know. It's going on all around us like crazy, and we're just watching the game, enjoying that.
Exactly. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. The teams are getting ready to come back out onto the court. We're getting ready to start our third period here again at halftime at Rocky Mountain High School. An enthusiastic crowd on hand. We've got quite a game. We've got Capital leading Rocky Mountain 26-24. You're listening to high school basketball right here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family. With hundreds of teams and thousands of items, Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
My dad has a funny name. It's Fairly Reliable Bob. Hi, this is Andy Peterson. It's kind of weird having a dad with such a funny name, but he's cool. Since Dad is kind of busy back at the lot, he asked me to tell you a little bit about our family business. My grandpa started Fairly Reliable Bob's back in 1975. He told my dad to always sell good cars and to take care of customers. So there's these 2 guys named Kenny and Jim, and they check out all the cars to make sure they're okay. And if a car needs work, they'll fix it. Dad says that's how customers know they're getting a good car. The sales guys are cool too. Everyone seems to like them because they aren't pushy. They just try to help people find the right car. There's also a really nice lady named Stacy. She works in the service department. Dad says her whole job is to make people happy. I think that sounds cool. She even gives the customers a free car to drive while their car is being worked on. My dad says it's important to have a good reputation. I guess that means that if people ask around, they'll find out that my dad, Fairly Reliable Bob, is a pretty good guy even if he has a funny name. And he sells good cars too. Fairly Reliable Bob's, right on the corner and right on the deal since 1975, 23rd Main, downtown Boise.
New York Life over there, Brunel Tire there. I like this one. The Rocky Road Driving School has got a sign up. The Rocky Road Driving School. Mine is still a rocky road, and I haven't been to driving school in years.
Funny on several levels where you got Rocky Mountain High School and the Rocky Road.
Yeah, there you go.
School,
I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah,
See, look at you. You're deep.
Oh, I'm sharp
You're
as a tack.
You're a deep thinker.
Oh, yeah, I am. Sharp as a tack.
All right, here we go. Getting ready for the third period now. Another 8 minutes on the clock, and Capital will have the basketball to start this third period. It'll be Colby Larson bringing it in for the Capital Eagles to Derek White. So White's out there, so is Connor Polson. Kenyon Anderson playing with a couple of fouls is out there, and Justin Saunders for Capital. So Talon Pinckney, who didn't start the game but came on early in the first period and scored 7 points in the first half, is on the bench right now. Connor Polson drives the lane off the glass, too hard. Rebound comes down to Capital. Putback not there, and a rebound taken by Tanner Hamilton for Rocky Mountain.
Hamilton just taking the ball away on that rebound for Capital.
Shepard, nice crossover move, but the pass stolen by Connor Polson. Hey, how about that? He actually intercepted a pass. He didn't throw an interception, he intercepted one. Loose ball on the court being fought for. Capital controls it, and Connor Polson will bring it down the court. Gets it over to Derek White, left side. White with the left-hand dribble now, goes left against Trayton Shepard, looking to the baseline. Nope, he's going to back it out on the wing. Connor Polson, top of the key. He goes to Saunders. Saunders right side, goes baseline. Pass inside is stolen. A tough pass and stolen by Colby Lee, and then a reach-in foul going to be called against Saunders.
Yeah, Saunders came up with the ball, but did it not quite the legal way.
Actually, now they're going to say that was Kenyon Anderson. That's his third personal, and that's a big deal. That's the only guy of any height, and he's coming out of the ball game. So Kenyon Anderson comes out of the ball game, and Godney Scott comes back in. So just like that, Kenyon Anderson picking up his third personal foul.
At the half, it is Cuna leading Bishop Kelly 35-28.
Jacob Erickson down low they go to the big guy, and look at that. Colby Lee now with 9 points And just like I said, they're going down and they're playing that low ball.
Yep.
We got a tie game at 26 all.
Well, you called it at the half. That's what they need to do.
From the outside. Shot not there. Godney Scott comes down with it, but then loses it. Skirdahl kind of picks up the loose ball. Little garbage ball right now. Here comes Trayton Shepard. His pass knocked out of bounds by Connor Polson.
Polson getting more into this game. His name was fairly quiet in that first half. We didn't hear a whole lot from him. So getting in there, playing a little scrappy defense this time.
Cameron Darren coming into the ball game for Capital. Rocky inbounds to Trayton Shepard. Shepard had second.
He had the first one of the game, yeah.
So Connor Polson with 2 personal fouls.
And coach says, nope, coming to the bench.
So Polson will come out. Pinckney will come in. I don't know that that's not a good thing for Capital.
I think it's a good. You put Derek White and Pinckney in there. It's a nice 1-2 punch.
Trayton Shepard has the basketball. We're tied at 26. 6:08 to go here in the third period. A three-pointer on the way, and it's good by Jacob Erickson. He has 9 points all on threes, and Capital calls timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with 6:01 to go here in the third period. It's now Rocky Mountain 29, Capital 26. You're listening to high school basketball on 630 The Fan.
Santa, may I have DirecTV's biggest savings ever? Dad will save an additional $10 a month for 12 months on qualifying packages. I want a free Genie Whole Home HD DVR upgrade. Signed, Philip.
Maximize your HD TV experience with DirecTV. Packages start at just $19.99 a month plus additional fees. Call now.
Switch to DirecTV, the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems today at 344-DISH.
Offers require 24-month agreements like package or above. $29.99 family package not eligible. Advanced receiver fee applies. Offers valid through 1/5/15. New approved customers only. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Rocky was on the move. White had to reach in. Here comes Rocky with the inbounds pass underneath their own bucket. Stolen by Pinckney. What a quick move by Pinckney. He gets it to White. White coming down to Saunders. Left side. Saunders thinks about the three. Drives in the lane. His triple team. Gets it over to the right side. Little floating jumper is good by Darren. And he's fouled.
I think Trayton Shepard getting his name called, but not for the good reason. I think you can find Trayton picking up his first foul of the game.
Well, Trayton Shepard still looking for his first points of the game. Has his first foul of the game. And Cameron Darren gets in there and gets the bucket.
And we talked about Trayton needed to get involved in the game. Right now he's going to be sitting down on the bench. That's not real involved.
Darren will try to tie it up with his free throw. And does. 3 points for Darren, who didn't score in the first half. All three coming here. And we're tied at 29. Ludwig now in the ball game for Rocky Mountain, going to his right side. Ball knocked away by White, and it's off of Rocky. So a great move by White to get it off of Jacob Erickson. And a turnover. A tie ball game. 29 all, 5:10 to go here. Third period. Derek White has it going right side. Now he goes left side. Thinking about it. Three-pointer on the way. It's way to the left. No good, but a push-off underneath is going to be called against Skirdahl. Skirdahl not happy. Jams the ball down on the baseline. Lucky he didn't get a technical. That's his third personal foul.
Referee's still looking at him. Just waiting to see if he had anything more to say or do.
Oh, wait a minute. They're not going to call it on Skirdahl. They're going to call this on Fagel, which is a good thing.
Boy, right under the bucket right there, number 24 coming up with the basket for Capital. Godney Scott, easy laying.
I was looking down on my scorecard. Thank you for bailing me out. 3 points for Scott. And it's 31-29 in favor of Capital. And a foul going to be called against the Capital Eagles down low.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that. You're going to see this time Logan Skirdahl going to the. Nope, it's not a. I thought he was in the act of shooting, but I guess he's not.
Well, they're going to say it's not a shooting foul. And Scott, who got the bucket, also picks up the foul, his second personal. So they're getting a little. Oh, steal by Derek White. He takes it all the way in, lays it up, jams it in. I thought he was going to lay it up. He said, no way, baby, I'm going to jam this in. 9 points for Derek White, 33-29 Capital. Pinckney knocks the ball away from behind, but the official says he got a little bit too much hand as well, so Pinckney picks up a foul.
Well, this crowd came to life. The student section over there for Capital, after Derek White jams that ball, they are still going nuts over that.
Pinckney, talking to the official, said, I did get him, and the official said, yeah, you did. He kind of banged it up there. 4:33 to go here in the third period. Timeout is called by Rocky Mountain. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Capital leads it over Rocky 33-29 right here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Idaho station for high school sports is 630 The Fan, Idaho's fresh new take on sports.
Friday night here in the Treasure Valley. Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you. We got nothing better to do than watch this great basketball game tonight between two very good teams, Capital and Rocky Mountain. Capital leading at 33-29.
Which, by the way, you can watch it at 630thefan.com as we have video streaming going on for you. Some finals for you tonight. Highland, they'll probably be the number one team in the state next week. They beat Twin Falls 47-41. Bora downing Centennial 63-41. And Mountain View beats Valley View 56-43.
All right, Logan Skodahl will bring it in. And he does underneath his own basket. The pull-up jumper not there. Shot by Ludwig, no good. Capital comes up with the rebound, and here comes Talon Pinckney. Pinckney, left-hand dribble, left side. Goes down to the right side to Saunders. Saunders, double team, backs it out to Derek White. White goes left side as they move it down onto the left wing. They go low to Scott. Scott. And Scott puts an arm around, and I'm not sure who's going to get called, Feigl or Scott. Scott kind of wrapped his arm around the back of Feigl. Feigl saying, did you see that? But Feigel's going to get called for the foul.
Yep, said he got him with his knee into the body. As he came around, raised that knee up to try to block him.
A lot of contact down there, either way you look at it. So Talon Pinckney will bring it in under Capital's bucket. Long look, gets it down low. Shot blocked, but goes right back to Pinckney. So Pinckney has it, and he'll back it out. Well, I tell you, Capital, when they get those little guys down low, they just get those shots blocked. Derek White, nice little behind-the-back dribble. Holds off the defense for a minute. They go to Saunders, left side, bring it back out to White. White trying to go double team. Gets it back out.
He's been out on that forward position, and I just don't think he's as used to playing that forward position. Now that he's back into the middle where he was last year, playing a little more aggressively.
Rocky brings it into Feigl. They get it over to Erickson, who's got 3 threes tonight. Feigl, same place he jumped it before, no good this time from 15, right at the free throw line. No good, but the ball's kicked out of bounds. Not intentionally, though, by Adam Peterson of Rocky, so it'll go over to Capital.
But it was a nice soccer move.
That probably would have been a goal.
It might have been.
That would have had the goalie stumped right there, no question about it. 2-point ball game right now, 33-31, 2:36 to go, third period here. Rocky Mountain High School. Capital, the defending 5A state champions, leading this basketball game. Derek White brings it down right side. Defense strong on him. Now it gets over to Talon Pinckney. Pinckney will back it out. Boy, I tell you what, Adam Peterson's playing all over the court now on defense for Rocky. And a travel going to be called against Capital. That's Saunders.
Yeah, Saunders' feet just got a little bit, his head got ahead of his feet. He took off and forgot to dribble.
Not a game where you want to turn it over. Saunders comes out, and Colby Larson comes in. So here comes Rocky with the basketball. Zach Ludwig has it, right-hand dribble, right side. Goes into the corner, three-pointer on the way, not there. The miss by Erickson, his first miss of the night from 3, and the ball goes out of bounds to Capital.
And that ball came out, just went off the back of a couple of Grizzlies. So Capital picks up possession of the ball here.
2 minutes to go, third period. 33-31, Capital leads it, Derek White. And that time the defense by Adam Peterson just a little bit too tight.
Well, we got a barn burner here, Wayne. Is 2 minutes to go in this quarter, third quarter. And a 2-point game, Capital in the lead.
Peterson's first personal foul. Like I say, just a little hand touch there out at half court. Last time he leaves Derek White alone. Gets it to Pinckney. Ball down low. It's a loose ball picked up. And picked up by Peterson. So Rocky has it. Skirtle now trying to set it up. Gets it into the corner. The shot by Erickson. Good! A dozen.
That was from downtown. He hit that one.
He has now hit 4 threes. He's 4 out of 5 from three-point land. All of his points coming from threes, and it's a 34-33 lead for Rocky Mountain.
Wayne, he was wide open in the corner, deep in the corner. They got the ball over to him. He shot it from deep in the corner, just drilling that three.
Derek White drives between two defenders and puts it in. He has 11 points in the ball game. And it's now 35-34. The lead changes again. Down low they go to Fago. Fago gets it outside. They go to Ludwig down low. He's got to back it out again. Turns around, got Peterson outside. Peterson drives in. They go to Fago. Fago kind of falls into the lane. Shoots as he's doing it and is fouled. He'll get to the free throw line.
Almost got the basket, kind of jumped around and then popped out of the hopper there. So almost got the three-point try here, but still.
Well, he was jostled around, and Canyon Anderson picking up foul number 4.
Yeah, he's trying to play physical into the basket, but he's doing more pushing than playing physical.
The free throw by Feigl is woefully short, no good. Feigl with 2 points on a 50-foot jumper, and Anderson comes out, and Godney Scott comes in. Feigl at the free throw line. Trying to tie it up with this one. And he does. Nothing but net. He has 3 points in the ball game. And we are deadlocked at 35 all with coming up on a minute to go here in the third period. Capital and Rocky Mountain. The Rocky Mountain High School on a rainy Friday night. Polson has it knocked away. Feigl all by himself goes up, and he's fouled hard underneath by Pinckney. And it's going to be a shooting foul. And Talon Pinckney knew he had to do something.
Well, he did, and you had, 5'8" up against 6'6". And 5'8", I think actually kind of won that one.
I'm surprised 5'8" could do that to 6'6", but I have to champion Pinckney, though. That's his third personal. They're going to call a timeout. Pinckney walked as far away from Feigl as he could. He goes, I'll foul you, but I'm not getting in a fight with you.
Yeah.
So, at any rate. So we got a timeout on the court. 52 seconds to go. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
MyBullfrog.com, your local Verizon wireless retailer, has 15 locations across the Treasure Valley ready to assist you with all of your wireless needs. Stop by today for the latest smartphones and a huge selection of must-have accessories. MyBullfrog.com wants to provide you with only the best customer service. Don't take a number like at the corporate stores. MyBullfrog always has staff ready to serve you. If you're looking for the newest wireless technology and the best service around, visit MyBullfrog.com.
Ludwig working with the basketball, working on Pinckney. Pinckney giving him all kinds of trouble. Here comes the block, and we got a whistle from behind. I'm not sure what that was.
I'm not sure either. They're going to call him. That'll be Pinckney's 4th foul.
Did he reach in?
I didn't see him reach in. I didn't see a hand check, and Pinckney's going, what exactly did I do?
I was looking at Feigl, who's coming up to set a pick on him. And the pick was a pretty good pick, and Feigl could have gotten back at him good if they just let him turn around and run into him. But the reality is the official called just a little reach-in foul, I guess.
Yeah, there's been a lot worse than that, but Pinckney tagged with it, and nothing can do to change that right now.
So Zach Ludwig goes to the free throw line, and that's his first point of the ball game.
Now the coach for Capital coming over saying, what exactly did he do?
I mean, seriously, we didn't see anything at all. But it's gone now, 38-37. Rocky with the lead. Ludwig's second free throw is good as well. 2 points for Ludwig, and it gives his team a 2-point lead at 39-37. Derek White, three-pointer on the way. Not there. Peterson the rebound, and that's going to end the third period. So we played 3 periods here at Rocky Mountain High School. It is a close one. Rocky 39, Capital 37. We'll be back in 1 minute with more on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues.
Going. Rocky Mountain leads Capital 39-37. I just had to send some kids down to get my pen.
You really like that
I'm not losing that pen.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the guy wanted to keep it. Not going to let that happen. All right, here we go. We're starting the final period now. Derek White has it. His team down by 2. White puts an offensive foul against Derek White. He put an arm into the defender and knocked him down.
See, I would call a little bit of flopping on that one. He put a little bit of an elbow up, but, I mean, it was a flop to the court. But my opinion does not matter in this. I don't have a whistle.
All right, so it turns the ball over. Here comes Rocky Mountain with the basketball. Zach Lovegood has it, working against Derek White. Remember, Talon Pinckney on the bench with 4 personal fouls. White reaches in, knocks the ball away, but Rocky gets it back again. Now they pass it in the lane, and it's stolen by Capital. Here comes Capital on the run, down to Godney Scott. Scott lays it up, doesn't go in. Rebound, Feigl. So it's getting physical right now. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it goes off the hands of Jacob Erickson. It'll be Capital's ball.
You know, Wayne, there was no scoring in there, but there was some incredible passes that just took place in that series right there. Threading the needle, but no buckets as a result, but some nice passing going on.
Just up and down, up and down. Both teams going after it. And you can hear the Capital kids across the way. They're having fun. Both sides now going after it. All right, here we go. 7:08 to go here in this ball game. Regulation 39-37 in favor of Rocky Mountain. Derek White backs it out. White gets a pick from Polson, goes into the lane, and his shot is good, and he's fouled.
That one just kind of went up, dribbled up, and rolled around the backside and decided to fall in. So he gets a bucket and gets the foul. So
Derek White, 15 points, Dave.
He's coming to life.
That tied it up at 39. Personal foul was on Colby Lee. That's his 4th.
Yep, so you have Talon Pinckney for Capital with 4. You have Colby Lee for Rocky with 4.
Free throw is good. 16 points tonight for Derek White. He's given his team a 1-point, 40-39 lead with 6:50 to go in the ball game. Creighton Shepard has it. Shepard, nice quick move down the lane, passes it outside. The shot is good by Blair Moore. They're down 44-41. Creighton Shepard, right side to Erickson. He's got 4 out of 5 shots. They're all 3-pointers. This one is going to be a 3-pointer the old-fashioned way, maybe, as he lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
Yeah, it started from way outside the area where the free throws go in. Nope, they're calling it the other way.
They're going to call it against him?
They're calling an offensive foul on that.
I thought he had great body control there. I didn't see it. Obviously, the fans here aren't liking it either.
Nope, I'm just not sure about that. He was stretched out coming up with the underhanded layup in there. Looked like he got fouled, but the refs are saying, nope, that's an offensive foul. Head coach at Rocky Mountain's saying, how can you call that?
Well, that is Erickson's first personal foul. Clock now ticking down, near 5 minutes to go in this ball game in regulation. 44-41, a 3-point ball game. Capital with the lead and the basketball. The pass to Derek White. Nice feed to Godney Scott, and Godney Scott puts it down, and then he has 9 points, 8 of them here in the second half.
That's a case, Wayne, where he really saw the floor well.
And Derek White is limping, or at least trying to shrug something off, and Paul Rush sees it and says, okay, timeout. So a timeout on the field, or on the court, wherever we are. It's getting exciting. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 4:49 to go in regulation, and our score, Capital 46, Rocky Mountain 41, as Derek White trying to shake off a little bit of an ankle injury. We'll be back.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Idaho station for high school sports is 630 The Fan, Idaho's fresh new take on sports.
Out of Capital fans jumping up and down over there as their team leads it by a score of 46-41 with 4:49 to go in regulation here at Rocky Mountain High School.
But there's got to be concern on the Capital bench. You got Derek White, who is your team leader. It came up hobbled after that one. Our videographer, Cindy, said he was limping a bit earlier as that left knee taped up. Now they're putting Pinckney back in. He's got 4 fouls on him. So you have one guy who's a little hobbled, another guy with 4 fouls coming back in. But Derek's in there. He's going to keep on playing.
Yep. So here we go, 4:49 to go, regulation, and Rocky Mountain has the basketball, down by 5. Trayton Shepard still looking for his first points of the game. Normally, Trayton is going to be good for 7, 8, 9 points. Right side, Peterson. Peterson behind the back, pass, no good. Derek White comes up with the rebound. He looks okay right now as he's kind of motoring down between the defenders, kicks it outside, and they're going to back it up. So this time, Darren says, nope, let's not do anything stupid. We've got the clock on our side. We got a 5-point lead. Let's run it a little bit. So Talon Pinckney now. And this is where I think the shot clock would be a big difference maker. They go down low. That's Darren. Darren back over to Pinckney. Pinckney looks at Godney Scott down on the low post, says, nope, we'll keep it outside. So they go around the perimeter on the left side. And then we've got a whistle against Trayton Shepard. And it's going to be 1-1. That's going to send Capital to the line.
Yeah, a little bit of a shoulder in there. And Derek went ahead and acted just, I think it was, oh no, it's actually a Talon Pinckney that had a little bit of a nice acting job going to the floor.
I see who they put at the free throw line. It looks like it's going to be White.
Yeah, okay, it was White then.
Yep.
A little bit of a good acting job. He got a bit of a shoulder in it, but he went to the floor hard, and I think that caught the refs, the officials' attention.
All right, second personal on Trayton Shepard. More importantly, 1-1 here for Derek White. Not a pretty free throw, but guess what? It goes down.
Nope, the old salt shaker. It shakes around in and out and finally drops in.
So he'll be there for his second shot. He has 17 points on the ball game, leads all scorers. Second shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Rocky. So 47-41, a 6-point, 2-possession lead here for Capital. Right side is Erickson. Erickson's hit 4 3-pointers tonight, and they're watching him like a hawk. Moving around to the outside, Ludwig has it. Ludwig over into the corner to Hamilton. Hamilton around the side, 3-pointer on the way, long outside shot, not there, and a long rebound to Ludwig. Ludwig drives in the baseline, drives in that middle, no good. Feigl fighting for it, and Feigl throws it back inside, and Capital controls it. The quick hands of Talon Pinckney kept it alive. Pinckney will slow it down again. Again, the clock on Capital's side with no shot clock. They want to work it, but they don't want to go stale. They lead at 47-41 here on Rocky's court. Outside again. Here comes Connor Polson. He drives, then gets it back outside to Darren. And they just continue to go around the perimeter. Right side to left side. Pinckney has it. Pinckney drives to the...
O's fresh new take on sports.
Derek White of Capital with 17 points. Cameron Godney Scott with 9, leading the way for Capital, who with 2:38 to go here in the ball game regulation has a 47-41 lead over Rocky Mountain. At Rocky Mountain High School, they have the basketball. Full court pressure coming by Rocky. Capital, though, let's see what they do with it. They're in trouble now. Now they get it out. Polson has it, gives it to Derek White. White back to Pinckney. Pinckney goes right side to White. White double team, gets it to Pinckney. He's all alone. Pinckney in the lane, loses it, just lost the dribble. And stolen by Ludwig. Ludwig now kind of spinning around. Skirdahl from 2, no good. Rebound up for grabs on the floor, knocked around, and it's going to go out of bounds. No, it's going to be saved over and back.
Yep.
It was saved that time by Ludwig, but it was called over and back because possession had not changed.
Yeah, it came out of Skirdahl's hands. He was the one that the ball flipped out. It was very clearly out of his hands. The fan doesn't agree with it, but nonetheless, the referee saw it that way, and I think that's the right call.
So 2 minutes to go. Wow, they're letting him play some defense. Derek White's going, are you kidding me? I just got punched twice by Ludwig. And they just said, nope. Looks like it was good, so they're letting them play.
It's a bit of a physical game out there, Wayne.
It's physical. Pass in. There we go again. Now he calls it.
Yep.
And Ludwig was kind of, you know what? Actually, he was asking for it. I mean
he was wanting to foul him.
He wanted to foul him, and he tried twice, and the official didn't call it. He says, how hard do I have to hit him?
Exactly. Derek's going, come on.
Come on.
It's starting to hurt. By the way, another final for you tonight. Meridian all over Columbia, 65-32. Final score there.
Here we got a minute 54 to go in regulation. 47-41. Capital leads it. Derek White at the free throw line. His shot is good. 18 points for Derek White. He is the standout of the game tonight, no question about it. Makes it 48-41. The biggest lead in this ball game has been 8, and he can equal that right now. The 8-point lead by Capital has been equaled. It's 49-41, 19 points for Derek White.
Well, this will be a big win for Capital if they can come into Rocky Mountain's home court and steal one from Rocky.
Ludwig goes right side, going to send Talon Pinckney to the line.
Yeah, Pinckney comes out from under the hoop with the ball, comes around that outside, and they just kind of made a nice little tackle. Talon Pinckney sliding for a good 10-15 feet on the court.
Well, this one's slipping away from Rocky on their home court. Skirdahl picking up his third.
Yep, some of the Rocky fans starting to file out now.
So Talon Pinckney had 7 points in the first half, and that's his first point here in the second half. He got into foul trouble, didn't play much, didn't start either halves, but was on the bench most of this second half because of that foul problem. But he now has 8 points. Second free throw good. 9 points, and just like that, with 1:21 to go, it's a 53-41 lead, a dozen-point lead for the Capital Eagles, and we've seen this before, Dave. We've seen this last year in their 26-0 run where they're in it, it's a crazy game, and at the end, somehow they just pull away.
Yeah, little by little, they just keep building on that lead, and it comes in part by Derek White, quick hands, the steal, the layup. You have Talon Pinckney in there hustling. I mean, Capital is a complete team. They just look very good. They handle the ball confidently when they make their passes. They're nice and crisp with them. And again, mind you, it's the first varsity game we have seen yet this year. Capital, now mind you, Rocky Mountain looks very good. Big size, really impressed with Colby Lee, but just the confidence in the ball handling of Capital, too much for him tonight.
What I found interesting is that we really thought the size of Rocky would really play a bigger role than it has.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that they have, they had Colby Lee out there who's 6'8", he's a sophomore, and then they throw Feigl out on the wing, but he stays way out of the action. He's not under the basket. Yeah. They have another kid who's 6'9", Blair Moore. He is a 6'9" junior. I don't know that we've seen him at all.
All righty, here we go. 1:21 to go in regulation, but right now, Capital with what seems to be a comfortable 12-point lead at 53-41 here at Rocky Mountain High School. Ludwig coming down on Pinckney. Pinckney playing pretty tight defense for a guy with 4 fouls. Ball's passed to Peterson. He loses it, gets it back outside, throws it there to Cleverly, and Cleverly is fouled. And it's the first time that Jarrett Cleverly's been in the ball game. He'll go to the free throw line. Let's see who picked up the foul.
Not sure with Cleverly coming in with just a little over a minute. Maybe he's a good outside shooter.
That was Pinckney. Pinckney's gone.
That's his 5th.
So Townsquirt way outside the bucket. Nobody can find his shot. Now Ludwig from 3 just threw it up. Rebound comes down to Capital. That's a nice rebound by Larson. Larson doing some dribbling. Now he gets off to everybody else, anybody he can. Let's just see if we can get out of this game without somebody getting hurt.
Yep, they're just kind of trying to play keep away right now to keep the clock running. Finally, Rocky catches up with them and fouls.
Yep, Cameron Darren is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Darren with 3 points in the ball game. All here in the second half. Goes to the free throw line. And the Capital student section starting to celebrate on the far side. Free throw no good. Hits the back of the rim and bounces out. So Capital's a factor. They've proven that tonight by coming into this gym against a very, very solid Rocky Mountain team. Second one is good. So 4 points tonight for Darren. Capital leads at 56-43. 3-point, not even, it's an air ball. Rebounded by Capital, and Capital is going to run this one out. And now Rocky Mountain just kind of laying off on the defense as Derek White just holds the ball. They throw it down into the corner, and they're just going to walk this one off. 22 seconds to go. Capital's not going to push to the bucket. Looks like Rocky's not going to make any effort to get the ball. And this one's going to go in the books. Derek White has it. His team up 56-43. Clock down to 8 seconds. Just standing there is Derek White. Now they're shaking hands. So this one's done with 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be a big win for the Capital Eagles. 56-43, our final tonight at Rocky Mountain High School. Capital beating the Grizzlies of Rocky Mountain. We'll take a 1 minute timeout. 1 minute timeout. We'll be back to wrap this up. Again, the final tonight, Capital 56, Rocky Mountain 43. You're listening to high school basketball right here on 630 The Fan.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass the mission. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix
Derek
it.
White
The
had
Fairview
23.
Store specializes on emission
Derek
issues,
White had
while the shop on
23.
36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind